XDefiant is better than Black Ops 6. And yes, I know people will say, oh, Black Ops 6 isn't out yet. Well, yes, but we've had betas already, and let's be honest, Black Ops 6 is going to be no different to MW3, which was no different to MW2, which was no different to whatever came before it. Was it Vanguard or was it Modern Warfare? I don't know, but Vanguard was awful anyway. Basically what I'm saying is I'm not a big fan of modern Call of Duties, and if you don't like that, then leave an angry comment or something, I don't know. But by all means, stick around and try and hear me out, and I'll give you all the reasons of why I think XDefiant currently is doing a better job of making a fun, interactive game, and arena shooter in particular, because of course they are in the same genre of game. Naturally, these are able to be compared. And the first thing I want to jump straight into is maps, because COD in the past has had some absolutely fantastic maps. Look at the original Modern Warfare from way back when, Modern Warfare 1, not Modern Warfare from 2019, it had maps like Crossfire, Crash, Vacant, Wetwork, the OG MW2. Pretty much every single one of those maps is iconic, even the ones that people don't really enjoy as much, because let's be honest, they're just all solid. Black Ops 1, again, has a lot of iconic, good maps. Honestly, every single Black Ops 2 map, it's a lot like MW2, where those maps are just so iconic. Hijacked, Slums, Raid, Standoff. Yeah, Black Ops 2 had some just incredible maps. In general, the OG CODs all had incredible maps. And there was, each game might have had one or two that weren't as popular, but generally, all the maps were pretty solid. You could generally look at the big picture of the game and say, yes, I'm happy with these maps, rather than most of them being bad, as the modern trends tend to be. So let's say Black Ops 6 dropped, and it had only maps on Black Ops 2 level, where they're all bangers. It doesn't matter, because the spawn systems in the modern CODs just ruins the flow of the map anyway. This was shown perfectly in MW3. MW3 this year, or last year. I don't know, the recent MW3, the MW3 reboot, which isn't really an MW3 reboot, it's actually a reboot of MW2, where they just ported over every single map. The MW2 maps don't play like they used to. People don't like the way that they feel, because they don't feel like they used to. They don't feel the way that they were built for. And that's because of the spawn system. You can literally spawn in COD staring at the guy that just killed you. Or you can spawn in and someone else is staring at you. It's terrible. XDefiant doesn't have that problem. The spawn system's a lot more like the OG COD system, where, let's say, on the left side of the map, there are 5 enemies. You're going to spawn on the right side of the map, away from all those enemies, so that you have to make your way over there. And you can kind of see, based on the minimap and gunshots, where the fights are going on, so you know where you can go for some action, or where to stay away from if you're maybe long-distance sniping, that sort of thing. It just generally flows a lot better, and doesn't make you feel like you're just in this pit of, spawning and dying. Also, on the theme of maps, I would say XDefiant, really? They all play well, like I said, but I don't think this game has any bad maps right now. I just to refresh my memory, went and looked at a list of all the current XDefiant maps that we have. Arena maps, because I've not really been playing linear modes recently. They're all good. And the ones that I don't enjoy as much are still good maps. I would say my least favourite map is probably Noodleplex, but I still like it. I still enjoy playing on it. And overall, it's fun. I have a good time. But moving away from maps, we also can talk about the OG CODs, because they not only had better maps, but they also were a lot more simple. And what I mean by that is the gunsmith, pretty much, is what I'm leaning into here, because we've got this gunsmith since Modern Warfare 2019, and again, I'm pretty sure this was in Vanguard, it was in Modern Warfare 2, and I'm fairly certain it was in MW3, and probably has come into Black Ops 6. I didn't play the Black Ops 6 beta long enough to even really discover that, because I wasn't having fun. So why do I think the gunsmith is bad? Because there are arguments for why it's better, and I do agree with some of them, kind of. What I mean is, the gunsmith technically gives you more freedom by letting you customize how your attachments work, or how they look, by move your red dot further away so it appears smaller, which feels better sometimes, and things like that. It technically gives you more freedom, but it generally just ends up restricting you even more because of the SBMM that's in the game. And you will end up getting into lobbies where everyone's using the same guns, everyone's using the same meta guns with the same attachments, all configured the same way, and it's not fun. Like, there's no freedom. It also, I think, having so much customization with your guns is actually just makes the game less fun anyway. You'll end up spending ages just sitting fiddling with attachments, which you really shouldn't have to be doing. In my opinion, I just want to load up a game. If I want to try out a different attachment, like let's say I'm not really happy with how my recoil's looking, let me take off, like, I don't know, my red dot sight and throw on a grip instead, and we'll try with a grip. And if I don't like the way that grip feels, I'll change it to a different one, or things like that. I don't want to have to sit there. I don't want to have to put my grip on and decide, oh, do I want more vertical recoil control, or do I want my weapon to sway less with this grip? Oh, let me put it on exactly 17% to the right, because that's the meta. It's stupid, I don't like it. Also, on the same vein of SBMM, XDefiant obviously doesn't have it. It's like its biggest selling point, at least for me. It just feels fun and fresh every match you play. They all feel unique and fun. You can have games where you're getting absolutely stomped. And you know what? It doesn't feel that bad because you know you're not just trapped in that. Whereas if you're playing COD, the SBMM's so aggressive that once you're in that terrible lobby where you just spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die, that's it. You're probably in that for most of the day that you are playing the game. You might get one here and there that is like a bit of a better lobby where you can maybe go positive, but then you're thrown straight back in after that game's over. It's like, it's so, spoken about it in other videos, it feels so fake, and it's not even fun. Like, COD has a lot to grind for, camo-wise and stuff, which was kind of the main reason that it kept me even interested. Try out MW2, to be honest, because I stopped after Modern Warfare, the remaster. Not the remaster, but you get it, that one. But like, what's the point grinding for camos if every game just feels like you're working? It doesn't really feel like you're really, like, even you don't really have anything to show off. What's the point? What do you get really for having a good camo, or like a gold, or like a diamond, or a dark matter, or anything in any of the recent CODs? Because everyone's just sweating anyway. Everyone's aiming for the same thing. And while we're talking about COD having more things to grind for, with Season 2 that's just dropped with XDefiant, you now actually have a lot to grind for. And honestly, you've got enough to grind for until Season 3 drops, which is bringing in a prestige system and giving you more to grind for anyway. They've added this new mastery camo, and it's going to be a long grind. And what's even better about the XDefiant mastery camo grind, which people I feel like are failing to realize, is that XDefiant's a live service game. Your progress actually matters, because they're not going to release XDefiant 2 in a year's time, and then you have to go and do it all over again. What you do stays as long as the game does. But let's say you get Black Ops 6 when it drops, and then you get the Dark Matter, or whatever they're calling it this year. It doesn't matter, because then the year after they'll drop Modern Warfare 4, or whatever they're calling it in that particular year. But do you know what will follow over in Modern Warfare 4 from Black Ops 6? Probably your shop skins, so open that wallet and start giving Activision that money. XDefiant wants you to play its game. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And let me know in the comments exactly your thoughts. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.